This happened to Tucker Carlson. He was talking about this idea that Democrats are bringing in immigrants to, I guess, expand the population, as it were. Chuck Schumer literally said this, like recently. He said, Americans don't have enough kids, so we need, I think it was Schumer said this, right? He was like, we got to bring in more immigrants. And it's like, okay, or we as a country can be like, hey, maybe people should have kids too. Like, I'm down for immigration, done legally and through a normal legal process. And then if we're concerned about population expansion, how about instead of saying abort your kids and sterilize them, you say, okay, maybe some people should have kids and we can have immigrants too. Like, what's wrong with this? Tucker mentions this, that Democrats have explicitly stated they want to bring in immigrants because they vote. They vote Democrat. When immigrants get naturalized and become citizens, they typically vote Democrat. And when they get added to the census as legal residents, or I guess even non-legal residents, that counts towards the census and gives congressional power and presidential electoral power to these states. Tucker Carlson says this. Then all of a sudden the media forgets that they were advocating for this very thing, that Schumer advocated for this very thing, and accuse him of being a white supremacist conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, and that's the problem is like, you will have the types who want to make it like this explicitly racial issue. And there is a component to it that is that. But really what it boils down to is like the people who have the deepest incentive in preserving this country, conserving this country are conservatives. And also people who are white, because this country was virtually like 90% white up until 1965 when they restructured the Immigration Act. So if you look at all the people who are going to want to keep things the same, yeah, they're going to be by majority white people. That doesn't mean that there can't be other groups of people who can't want to conserve the country, keep it the same. But they do have an explicit incentive to import people who are not white from these third world countries because they're not going to really care about things changing. And oftentimes they fail to assimilate even where they'll come and they still want to wave the Mexican flag or the flag of wherever they come from. And it's like they like America insofar as it presents economic opportunities to them or insofar as it presents other types of opportunities, but they don't really value it as like a home or something. And we're so desperate for people to love this country because we're so used to people shitting on it that then they want to have people, oh, well, they're waving the flag, so they're just like us. We can sing Sweet Caroline at the baseball game and get drunk. They're just as American as we are. And it's like, it's not that simple.